by Jay. Ball knocked loose. Hollins comes up with it. Pull-up pop from the line. Won't go, and Hollins gets his own rebound back. Celtics a little slow into transition that time.
They fell asleep on a rebound as well.
Dawkins, baseline jumper. Jay skies for it. Back outside, it's knocked loose, and Cheeks will come up with it again. Seconds on the shot clock, with Cheeks trying to get something going inside. Dawkins up and in. Well, they gave him 3 opportunities that time, and the Sixers jumped out to a 2-point lead, 11-9. And whenever possible, Cheeks and Hollins trying to put Ford and Archibald up out near midcourt. Cowens a hook and hits. First bucket for David, and he has got to get some more offense going.
Yeah, Bill Fitch was saying that yesterday, I believe, that not only David, really, a lot of guys have got to pick it up a bit. Bird can't carry the team, as Jay can't carry Philadelphia. They both need help.
Dawkins. You wanted to hit a couple of those early. Tiny in the lane, back out to Bird. Tiny now. Misses it. Cowens battling with Dawkins. Darryl comes up with it to Cheeks. 3-on-2. Nice passing. Hollins misses it. Maxwell gets the rebound. Max will bring it out now. Max in the middle. Tiny says, give me the ball. Ford in three-point land. Turns it down. Chris back to Tiny. David right behind him. Tiny inside to Ford. And the Celtics will try to recoup for 10 seconds on the shot clock. Foul right there by Caldwell Jones on Bird. Good play by Larry Bird.
Absolutely. Although they got confused on the clock. They were hollering 3 seconds on the 24 seconds. Actually, there was 9 seconds left. But they picked up the foul anyway. Bobby Jones checks in for Caldwell Jones.
That's 3 on Caldwell.
Bobby will probably pick up on Jay, Bird. Larry has had his hands full. They've been rotating, the 2 Jones boys. And both of them have been overplaying. One with a little more height, one with a little more quickness.
I think that Larry actually shoots the ball better with more pressure on him. In other words, the better the defender, it seems like the better he shoots the ball.
I'll tell you, that's the case. That's not unusual for good shooters in this league. If you run away from them, they're liable to give you an air ball. While if you drag 3 guys on them, they'll make the sensational play.
Dawkins, a turnaround pop. It hits. Dawkins now with 6 points. 15-13, Sixers lead it.
That's what you call forcing a man to his weakness, but he's made 3 in a row.
Good weak side help by Cheeks to knock it loose. Tiny will foul Hollins outside.
13 foul on the Celtics, so it'll become a good foul on Tiny's part because they had a 2-on-1 breakaway.
Sixers with 14 fouls, Celtics with 3. 3:24 to go, first quarter. It's been Dawkins and Jay so far, putting the ball in the hole for the Sixers. No problem.
Fine pass from Cheeks. Jay with a little backdoor move. Bird was overplaying him. He turned his head to the ball, and Jay just moved away and got the fastball from Hollins.
Maxwell inside for Cowens. Foul's going to be on Julius Erving. That's his first. And that will put the Sixers over the limit. Celtics in the penalty with 3:03 to go, first quarter.
Bill Fitch very pensive alongside Dr. Silva. The team position.
Maxwell at the line, shooting 3 for 2.
Max likes to relax himself out there. It takes a 7 or 8 dribbles. That's not a bad idea for you young b-ballers. Usually at the line, if you it's when you have a tendency to get a little nervous. So this is a way to relax, a way to count off the seconds. You've got 10 seconds to shoot.
And he drops them both. Maxwell shooting 78.8% from the foul line in the playoffs. 17-15, Sixers lead it by 2. And we're getting started at least with another low-scoring game, Bob.
Well, the two reasons I say for that is the intensive defensive effort on the part of both teams in this series, and the fact that they're a little cautious.
Time out of the court, 2:51 to go. First quarter, Sixers lead at 17-15. 5-point Philadelphia lead. Maxwell on Bobby Jones now, with Roby on Dawkins, Bird on Jay, Henderson on Cheeks. That step back off the glass. Roby battling with Dawkins, and Dawkins throws it out of bounds. It'll be Boston basketball.
You know, that's another thing Philadelphia's been doing well in this series. They have been swinging the ball to that weak side quickly, especially when Jay is on the weak side. And all of a sudden, it leaves Jay isolated with whoever's guarding him with half the court to do his thing in, and that's where he's going for that backboard jumper. He missed it that time, but it's hurt the Celtics in the first two games.
Carr's playing a guard spot now with Bibby on him. ML with the shot in. There's a mismatch. Bibby at 6'1", Carr at 6'6". And it's 28-25 Philadelphia, up by 3.
Well, it reflects ML's value to the team, I think, his versatility, in that he can guard guards a forward.
Bobby Jones wide open from the side hits. You remember earlier this year in Indianapolis, Bob, we saw Gerald Henderson out running the streets at about 7:30 in the morning. I was going out to dinner last night. It was about 8 o'clock, and I was with Casey Jones, and guess who was out running on the streets of Philadelphia at night? Gerald Henderson.
I caught him in Houston at about 6:30 in the morning as well. The kid wants it badly, and I'm sure that along with his ability and talent, should turn him into a good NBA player.
Off the Carr miss, it'll be Philadelphia basketball leading by 5, 30-25, 10 minutes to go. Second quarter. Bibby looking inside to Dawkins. Roby with the good play. Dawkins recovers and puts it in. Well, Roby made a nice play that time, but it deflected backwards, and Dawkins got the easy hoop.
He thought he had the steal, and he went for it, and it pushed him out of a defensive position. Dawkins got the handle on it, put it back.
Bobby Jones battling with Bird. Roby will take the outside shot. Battled underneath, and Philadelphia will come away with the rebound. Long pass to Dawkins, who pushes ML Carr away. And they're going to call it on ML Carr. Oh, like to see that one again. That is the first team foul, the second quarter. 20-second injury timeout. Dawkins might be having a little problem with that leg.
Well, I'll tell you, he didn't display at that time. He got down court very, very quickly. I think we're going to get a chance to see it again. Here's Bibby. He takes his first two dribbles and catches Dawkins with a step on the field, so the big guy got down there quickly. ML just kind of lost his balance trying to perhaps get a hand on the ball. The pass was a good one. It was over the defensive outstretched hands, and Dawkins had a shot at for 2 points if ML hadn't fallen into him. So again, a good opportune foul as far as the Celtics are concerned.
32-25, 7-point Philadelphia lead. As the Celtics just having a hard time getting on track on offense tonight. Jay with the move inside. Foul called by Ed Rush. It's going to be on Rick Roby.
Well, he blew by Bird that time. Got help on the weak side in the form of Rick Roby. Take a look. Here he is running his baseline. If you have a choice when you're trying to cut Bird, no surprise to anyone. I suppose if you can force him into the middle, you got a little better shot at it. That's the problem we talked about a moment ago when they swing that ball around and they isolate him on that side. It more or less opens up that baseline for him. That time he took the baseline. I think the Bird was playing him to the outside, trying to force him middle, but the point is the man has so many moves. Even with an overplay, he goes to the same side and usually gets by you. So it's all right to speculate on how to play him, but then to go out and do it is another story.
34-25, 9-point Philadelphia lead, their biggest lead of the night. Roby working in on Dawkins, puts up the left-hander and in. They could use a big game out of Rick Roby. He has played well against Dawkins this year. As a matter of fact, up in Boston, earlier this year, Bergson had a heck of an outing against Dawkins. Darryl's got to be more decisive when he dunks the basketball. Now he's got to make his mind up.
He's a little passive, exactly. That's how those two bullets shot it. Look at that. It stayed intact. What
a move by Henderson. This kid went up in the sky. Steal on the inbounds play by Henderson and in. Two quick hits by Gerald Henderson.
Boy, that helped the solid cause.
Maxwell going for the steal. Bobby Jones comes up with it. Gets it now to Cheeks here. Slow things up. 36-31. Jay in the corner. Goes right by Bird.
Well, once again, they swung the ball quickly. They caught Bird on the weak side, sloughing off. Once he got it, he took one step towards Jay, and that's all he needed to run by him. Just blew right by. That's two in a row. You've got to get as low to the ground as possible if you're going to guard Dr. Jay with that kind of speed.
Roby.
Good job by
Rick. Hook shot. Rick Roby with a couple of hoops. 38-33. Timeout on the floor. 7:45 to go first half. Sixers lead it by 5. 38-33.
As soon as you double up or you leave yourself so vulnerable, and both men are so unselfish, usually they can find a target that has been left very easily, and you're giving up layup as opposed to gambling on a one-on-one matchup with the individual superstar.
Foul out there on Gerald Henderson now as Hollins is back into the game. Jay from outside. Won't go. Bird gets a rebound. 38-33. Celtics have hit 6 of 8 so far from the floor in the second quarter. Philadelphia 4 of 5. Philly out rebounding Boston 16-12. Turnovers, Philly 9, Boston 4. Bird puts a shot off the glass and in. Well, you'd say that was forcing it up, but I don't think Larry Bird has forced up too many shots this year. He can hit just about anything he throws up there. Hollins with a little elbow on the inside. ML Carr. Come back outside now. Maxwell on Jones. Roby is on Mix right now, so they don't have a legitimate center in there.
Now Jones and Mix are alternating, taking low positions.
Jay with the miss. Max the release to Bird. Jones, though, kicks it off his own foot. It'll be Boston basketball.
You know, you said a moment ago Larry Bird looks a little tired out there tonight, and I agree. He's making some plays defensively, and of course that last forced shot is an indication of that. That time he couldn't catch up to the ball. We saw Jay blow by him on defense twice now in this quarter, and all of those things are unusual for this kid.
Henderson puts it up. Misses. He draws the foul, though. Foul on Henry Bibby.
Well, Henderson has looked very, very good in the few minutes that he's played.
The kid is not afraid to assert himself at all, is he? He'll take charge of the situation. 3 team fouls on the Celtics, 1 on Philadelphia. Henderson will go to the line. He has 4 points since he's come into the game in the second quarter. Bob, 21 rebounds the other night by Bird. 21 rebounds will probably take its toll physically more than anything else in this game.
Well, you know, people assume that young players coming into this league have difficulty making that adjustment, not necessarily from college to pro in terms of style or how to play the game, but in terms of length of season. In college you play maybe 30 games over the span of the year. In this league, you know, they're working on 90 or 100, so it's difficult to adjust to this.
Celtics playing some pretty aggressive defense right now. 38-37. Sixers lead it by 1. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Hollins working on Carr. Will drive it inside. Puts it up also. And it's going to be Philadelphia basketball out of bounds. 6:05 to go. First half.
Billy Cunningham a little upset with that last play. Hollins just got a little too far under on his drive. He penetrated, drove the baseline well, got by ML, but didn't get the shot up.
Bobby Jones will take it from 17 feet. Bird with the rebound. Larry will bring it on out. Hollins comes up with a good play to meet him. Long pass inside to Bird. Won't work. And Philadelphia has it back. Bibby, top of the circle. And now Jones, the offensive rebound again. Nice job by Bobby Jones. 3-point Philadelphia lead. Max inside with Erving on him. Puts it up. Bird with the rebound. And Bird is fouled.
Oh boy, Bird went up into the pack, sent Hollins flying, and the foul will be on Hollins. Watch, Max is going to make a good spin move here. Get it back into the middle. Let's see if we can pick Bird up coming in from that weak side. He's just going to muscle his way up there. Good job, good timing.
Second team foul on Philadelphia. 5:29 to go, first half. Dawkins in for Jay, so it'll be Dawkins and Roby matched up. ML Carr in the lane, and he's fouled on his way to the hoop. That's going to be on Lionel Hollins also, so Hollins with a couple of quick fouls, and he now has 3.
Take a look. Good roll move. Celtics in their 3-2 offense with the middle open. Opportunities like this will develop with that middle open. They encourage them in the drive to take a little jumpers off the Rocky View lead.
Celtics as a team shooting just 76% from the free throw line in the playoffs. ML Carr with his 3rd point. ML's been keeping busy, besides basketball, right in the daily column in the Herald American. And it's 40-39, 1-point Philadelphia lead.
Keep the media off his back, right? ML can get even with him now. Watch out.
He's one of the most cooperative guys to work with in all of sports.
Yes, he is. Fine kid.
Inside to Dawkins, up and over Roby. And the foul is going to be on Rick Roby, and the basket is going to be good.
Well, Philadelphia continues to do a good job swinging the ball. That time they, watch now, they swung it. They're going to, well, now this is the end after Dawkins gets it. And of course just brings it into the basket, muscles his way up over Roby. But they swung it around, they caught Roby sloughing off a little bit, trying to help out in the middle on the other side, and the quick swing, they got it in low to Dawkins, and he finished it up.
Well, he has 13 points already tonight. And it's 43-39, Bird wide open, and hits. Larry Bird now with 11 points, 3 hoops here in the second quarter, 43-41. He's hit 3 of 3 in this period. Carr goes for the steal on Bibby. Jones with a nice pass back to Bibby. Henry on top of Cheeks is in and out. Henderson battling for it. Cheeks saves it. Nix takes 3 steps and lays it in. A little traveling music if you please.
Not only traveling, but an exchange of elbows with Maxwell, plus a charge by Nix, none of which is called. Then he grabs the ball as it comes through, kept the Celtics from getting it.
ML Carr with a hoop, 45-43. And here comes Maurice Cheeks. Pace is picked up since the Celtics have substituted those 3 players. Nix in with the driving left-hander, and Roby the rebound. Roby gets it out to Henderson. Gerald will take to the middle, drops it off the Bird, hits Dawkins in the air. Jones with the block. And a loose ball foul called on Larry Bird.
Yeah, that's a good call. Larry doesn't like it. We haven't seen him do that so often either. Watch him now. He gives the fake to Dawkins, gets him by, but then he gets it deflected by Bobby Jones, I guess. And that's unusual. We have not seen Larry get his shot rejected too often this year, if ever.
Well, for somebody to do it, Bobby Jones can. So Bibby will go to the line. That puts the Celtics
in the penalty. Yeah, it's a loose ball foul, but 15 foul.
Tiny Archibald comes in for Gerald Henderson. Gerald did a fine job on this. 3:48 left to go first half. Bibby connects on both of them. It's 47-43, a 4-point Philadelphia lead. Roby on the high post, double teamed right now. Mix is behind him. Mix is holding on. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Carr turns it down. Celtics not penetrating, getting the ball inside. 5 seconds. Whistle outside. It's going to be on Maurice Cheeks. And on Cheeks' second. That'll be the 4th team foul on Philadelphia. Misses that one. Bobby Jones battling along with ML Carr.
And again, an uncharacteristic off-balance forced shot by Larry Bird.
Foul is on ML Carr. Bobby Jones will go to the line. And Dave Cowens gets up ready to check into the game. Maxwell comes out, so Bird is the only player now who's gone the entire way so far. Jones, who probably should be starting for any team in the NBA, and I'm even amazed that he doesn't start for this team.
Well, I think they're using him in that, classic six-man role at the Celtics featured role with Pat Ramsey and then John Havlicek.
Tiny takes a shot outside and misses. Bird with the rebound and in, and Dawkins is all over it. Dawkins is draped all around him. 49-45, just under 3 minutes to play in the half.
That's a good job by Bird off the deflected shot by Tiny.
Offensive foul on Darryl Dawkins. So Dawkins comes down for some retaliation and picks up his second foul. And there's a timeout on the floor with 2:53 to go. First half, Sixers leading 49-45.
Cheeks just gets a hand on it. Bird just muscles his way through between Jones and Dawkins. Good job by Bird. Celtics will pick up their shooting too, 62% from the field this quarter. To 50% for Philadelphia.
49-45, 4-point Philadelphia lead. Bird gets Jones up in the air, will take the shot off the glass, can't get it, and Dawkins gets the rebound. Carr knocks it out of bounds. Philadelphia basketball.
Celtics have got to try to slow down that dribble a little bit. Philadelphia has gotten a lot of quick hoops by pushing it up quickly. They've got the speed in the backcourt to take a position. Good play.
Mix. Steve Mix underneath.
51-45. Bobby Jones to Mix. Good job by Mix.
Carr inside with Bibby on him. Bird finally gets him the basketball. ML can't get it to go, and Bibby comes away with it. Here come the Sixers, long pass to Mix. Whistle underneath. Foul's going to be on Rick Roby. That is his third. And the Celtics over the limit.
See, that's a good example of what we were talking about. You've got to slow this dribbler down, pick him up earlier, throw some fakes at him to just slow down the progress of the ball going up floor. As those forwards are releasing, Philadelphia has good speed in their front line. And if you allow that the quick outlet pass and then that guard to come down uncontested, why, see, if you don't have the speed in your own guards, obviously you can't take a position. You've got to get back as quickly as possible. But certainly in Tiny, if not in ML at the moment, why, you've got a player that you can drop back on Bibby and try to help him slow him down.
Knicks played just 4 minutes the other night, but has done a yeoman's job here in the second quarter so far. He has 6 points, and it's 53-45, an 8-point lead for the Sixers with 2:09 left to go first half. Their biggest lead has been 9 points. Cheeks on Archibald with Cowens back in there. Pass inside the David, the left-handed flip shot won't go, and Philadelphia comes away with it. Cheeks bounce pass to Dawkins. And Philadelphia is running the break now, and the Celtics are not getting back in the transition. 55-45, 10-point lead, the biggest lead for Philadelphia in this basketball game. Blocked by Nix. And here comes Cheeks. The Nix. Throwaway shot hit. Bill Fitch wants a timeout with 1:21 to go in the first half. Sixers lead it by 12, 57-45.
Of the show in the first game that perhaps as Philadelphia is concerned, other than obviously Jay doing his thing, was the consistency of Dawkins. Certainly in the first game, and now here again in the fourth, he's getting the job done.
Maxwell inside, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Bird lost his footing, and was able to get it back to pass down inside. The foul's on Bobby Jones, his second, and the Celtics now in the penalty.
Take a look. Good job by Maxon using his body and getting the ball in there off the third pass. Max's first basket this quarter.
Maxwell connects. He has 9 points, and it's 57-48.
Philadelphia's played very well. I think they've controlled about every phase of the action this half. As you pointed out, the Celtics transition was left a little something to be desired. They've gotten the ball down floor quickly. They've hit from outside. Dawkins has done his thing in the middle.
Tiny,
very impressive performance so far.
The next miss, and Bird with it outside. 43 seconds to go in the half. Maxwell trying to dribble through traffic and make it a break. His cheeks drops it off his foot.
That's a dangerous play, Max, especially with the left hand. He had a switch. He took it in with the right, and then he had to get it away from the pressure, but switching it over to the left hand just brought it to the attention of the guards who were sloughing in.
57-48, 13 seconds on the shot clock. 8 seconds now. Tiny puts it up. Shot won't go. Foul underneath. It's going to be on Dawkins, I believe. Foul on Dawkins will be his third.
Take a peek. We'll change the direction here. David just trying to get out of the way. They had the pick and roll, set up. Dawkins went to the outside and opened up a lane for Tiny.
Tiny will have 3 for 2. Drops the first one in. Tiny had 6 points in the first quarter, 3 points in the second quarter. Dr. J checks in for Dale Dawkins. So Dawkins and Caldwell Jones are both 3 fouls. And Ford comes in for Larry Bird. Bird checks out with 13 points, and Ford comes in with 29 seconds to go, first half. Tiny gets that one. Inbounds pressure. .57 point. Philadelphia lead. Bibby. Looks like he lost the ball on the baseline. Foul's going to be called on Chris Ford. That is his second.
Well, a good move on the part of the Sixers. Simply ran the clock down. About 35 seconds when they got it. They're down to 11. They left to pick up the foul at the same time, which they did.
Larry Bird checks in, and they'll call come out. Bibby's got 4 free throws in the second quarter. 20-second injury timeout. As Philadelphia applied some full-court pressure. And Maxwell has been known to come up with these mysterious 20-second injuries.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that wasn't by design. Bill Fitch is trying to rally the troops around him, so maybe he's trying to dispense a little medical advice to Max and a little coaching expertise to the other 4.
59-50, 9-point Philadelphia lead with 11 seconds left to go, first half.
I guess in 20 seconds time, it's not easy to do either one, much less both.
6 seconds. Tiny with the basketball. 4 seconds. The Cowens puts it up and in. Good play, and that ends the first half. Might have been the best play they've run in the first half. The score, the Sixers the Celtics 52. We'll be back with our halftime activities right after this. Oh, what a pick. Dawkins just laid Maravich out with a pick.
Maravich is stunned.
He did shake it up, and Bobby Jones gets the hoop.
That's the problem. Generally, the back man, the man guarding Dawkins, is supposed to call out the pick. However, with all the noise in this place, I'm sure David couldn't be heard, and Maravich just got wiped out with that pick.
Third from way outside misses, and Maurice Cheeks comes up with another rebound. Cheeks has got 5 already tonight. I'll tell you, you get 5, 6, 7 rebounds a game out of your guards. That's productive. He's got it here early in the third quarter. 10 seconds in the shot clock. Hollins on top of him. So the Sixers quickly get those 4 points back, and it's 63-56. Dawkins off on him now. Bounce pass outside of Maravich. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Pete can't get it. And Erving with a big rebound. Here comes Hollins. 3-on-1. He misses it. But Bobby Jones gets it. Misses it. Cowens has it. Outlet to Tiny. Celtics can get the transition going on this one. Pass to Bird. Foul's going to be on Bobby Jones. That'll be his third.
Nice big break for the Celtics in that exchange. Bobby Jones, they outfought Dave Cowens on that offensive board a moment ago. Turned in, but he couldn't make it. Celtics brought it back down court quickly, and there you see Jones reaching in. Bird still maintains control. Almost made the shot.
Roby checks in. Cowens will come out.
David is a little tired. I think it's just that simple. Bobby Jones, at 6'8" and about 185 pounds, simply should not be overpowering him on that offensive board.
Well, Dawkins has set some devastating picks on Maravich and Ford so far in the series. And you think that that'll happen enough, they get the communication thing together, Bob, and prevent that from happening, because he can't afford to have those guards running into that 270 pounds.
Oh, absolutely. And that time he was down 3 quarters. See, the guard just gets up a little head of steam and runs you right smack into that blind pitch. And looks like running into a brick wall when Dawkins sets the pitch. So as I say, whoever's guarding Dawkins has to vocally give you the signal, but a lot of times it just isn't heard.
Erving knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be Celtics basketball, 63-58 with 8:08 to go in the third quarter. Maxwell thinking about that outside shot, drops it back to Roby. Rick will pull up to the top and misses, and Bobby Jones with the rebound.
The wrong guy is ending up with the shot on that 3-2 offense. It's designed to set up for the shooters.
Hollins.
Pretty good defensive job there on a Hollins drive by Maravich. He just bounced off Pete and still made the little fall-away jumper.
65-58, 7-point lead. Bird inside to Maxwell, where they jump in on him. Jones comes in from behind. Dawkins is in there. Erving. Ball goes off Cedric's foot. It's going to be Philadelphia basketball. Doing a good job defensively underneath. We're just clogging up that middle.
Not only that, there's no other way to say it. The Celtics simply are not alert. They're not, they're not on their toes. They're throwing lazy passes. They're not switching as alertly on defense as they normally do. They're going to have to pick up the pace.
Bobby Jones with it. Bird blocks it from behind. And it will be Philadelphia basketball. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Cheeks. 67-58, 9-point lead. Biggest lead has been 10 points for the Sixers. Tiny working way outside off a Roby kick. Gets in the lane, puts it up, and it just won't drop down. Foul's going to be on Dawkins, and Darryl Dawkins, that is his fourth.
The other guy simply hasn't been getting the bounces as well. That time he penetrated pretty well. He keeps his head up. He knows, see, when he gets by the front line, he's running into the monster, so they're rejected. Dawkins and Jay both can do their share of shot blocking. That time he got off a good shot, simply wouldn't go in. Johnny misses the first one. He'll have one more. 3 team fouls on the Sixers, none on the Celtics. Tiny gets a second one to drop. He has 9 points. And it's 67-59. Jay quickly up the other end. Foul by Bird on the basket count. Well, once again, just a matter of a foot race. Jay takes it to 94 feet. He's got Bird backpedaling all the way. Bird never got himself under control. All he could do at the crucial moment was kind of reach out and grab him, and that's just giving him another one, rather. Biggest lead of the night, 11 points, 70-59 with 6:41. Bibby throws it away. Hollins steals it. Long pass to Bobby Jones. And Bill Fitch wants a timeout. With 6:20 to go. Third quarter, the Sixers lead at 72-59. Put the brakes on somehow defensively. They're in the process of running him out of this place. Biggest lead of 13. And Philadelphia has the intensity really that the Celtics are expected to have. You know, the Sixers have moved them out offensively way away from the basket. Maxwell, they're collapsing 3-4 people on him, but Max drops it in. 72-61. Well, that's where they've got to go. Obviously, where they've provided the best record in the NBA this year is by going inside, running an effective break. Bird with the deflection tries to go after it. But in fairness, Philadelphia really has shut them down in these departments in the 4 games to date. You know, it hasn't just been here tonight. They've held them under 100, and they've done a good job on a solid fast break. Cheeks working on Archibald. Jay has 3-point land. Now, he was able to measure that one and just toss it in there. 75-61, the biggest lead, 14 points. Erving from on top. They'll go. Roby battles. Roby's getting ripped inside, and Jones takes it away. Here comes Cheeks. Off to Hollins. And they're going to call a foul on Rick Roby. That'll be his 4th. Well, one of the departments we thought Philadelphia had an edge in this series with the speed and quickness, and they've certainly demonstrated it here tonight on this play, and for that matter, for the entire series. Hollins will have one more. 5:14 to go, third quarter. Hollins with 9 points. 76-61, 15-point Philadelphia lead. Caldwell Jones guarding Roby. Roby going to work low. Throws up the left-hander. Bounces around. Bird gets it. Puts up the left-hander and in. What a shot right there by Bird. Bird now with 17 points to lead the Celtics. And it's 76-63. Absolutely amazing how he can control that shot and its softness when he's off balance that way, and with his left hand for that matter. Jay working low on Bird. He's got to throw one away, but Hollins comes up with it. 4 seconds of the shot clock. Well, that was some accidental offense that time, and Bird did a great job defensively on Jay. Kind of breaks it up, and he's fouled. Now, that's the first time they've run it down right back at him, and Tiny's taking it in all night long. This time they've pushed it up quickly. We just saw the Hollins jumper. Tiny brings it right back down, as we've seen him do so effectively all season long. Foul was on Dr. J, his second. 14 fouls from the Sixers with 4:25 to go here. Third quarter. Tiny completes a 3-point play. 78-66. Celtics are an explosive team when they're running, so obviously 12-point lead doesn't mean much, but they've got to push that ball up quickly and get that break on.
8 seconds of the shot clock. Cheeks with an offensive foul. Yes.
Good call there. Cheeks had the right arm in tiny section all the way through to the basket.
Third foul on Cheeks. Just over 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Bird breaks off a pick inside to Maxwell. Roby, who loses the basketball. Cheeks now in the middle. Bobby Jones. No basket. No basket. Foul outside. It's going to be on Archibald.
Well, gutsy call by Garrettson there. He's calling a foul against Boston, but he's taking 2 points away. Here's Cheeks on the breakaway. Again, he's got that left arm holding Tiny off. Although this time the foul goes, did it go against Tiny?
Foul is on Archibald. Substitutions now. Chris Ward, Dave Cowens, and Gerald Henderson check in.
Tiny's third, team's third. Looking to isolate Jay. Bird driving him to the outside, trying to force the middle.
Ball on the floor. Jones comes up with a whistle outside. Foul's going to be on Maxwell. That is his second. Henry Bibby gets ready to check in for the Sixers. That's a 14 foul. So the next foul on each team means penalty situation with 3:43 left to go, third quarter. Sixers lead it by 12. Hollins gets it inbounds to Caldwell Jones. First bucket of the night for Caldwell Jones, and it's 80-66.
They cleared that weak side. Cowens was running. They just went high lob. You need the help from behind if you're going to punt that middleman, but if they clear, you've got to go with the man on top.
Henderson shot off the wrong foot that time. He started to dribble with him. He took a shot off the wrong foot. Hollins calling out play number 5 to Bibby. Bird on Bobby Jones right now. Foul's going to be on Maxwell. That is his third, and that means the Celtics are over the limit. Philadelphia in the penalty with 3:06 to go, third quarter.
Well, theoretically not a good foul. On the other hand, Max trying to guard Bird is a very difficult matchup, so you've got to do a little holding to stay in the play.
Jay gets the first one. He has 22 points so far in the night. He's averaging 24.3 points per game in the playoffs. $82-66. 16-point lead, the biggest lead for the 76ers. Whistle outside. Foul's going to be on Bobby Jones, and that is his fourth. Penalty situation. Bird will go to the line. Pauses at the line. Garrettson is talking to the players. Somebody moved at the line or something. Drops that one. 19 points for Bird. 6 in the quarter. 82-68. Ford on Hollins. With Henderson on Bibby. Bird on Jay. Say about that. It hasn't already been said.
Yeah, that is an incredible play.
He kind of winds that baby up behind his back.
He kept it hanging there a little bit longer. Waited for the weak side to come over even and make the move.
Nice play from Henderson to Cowens.
Nice little pick and roll.
84-70.
Take a look. The Celtics have run this play all year long. If Cowens' man switches and releases it to the basket, then it's just up to the guard to run that little bounce pass through there before the guard can respond or react to it.
Gabe with 6 points. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And it's going to be Boston basketball. They said it went off the hands of Bobby Jones. Checks into the game for Bobby Jones. Jones with 12 points off the bench. 84-70, 1:59 left to go, third quarter. Cowens slips, going out of bounds.
Well, again, we see those guards, taking it to the basket and leaving the ground prematurely. You must understand that when you're going into shot blockers, and certainly the Boston players know, they'll fall.
Hollins just knocked Henderson off the ball, no call.
Just wiped them out. If you're going into the shot blocker, you can't float into him. You've got to take it to him, establish contact, throw him off balance, and then take your shot. But you cannot go airborne too soon.
Lob pass, Jay off the glass. Maxwell keeps it alive, but Caldwell Jones, good hustle by Caldwell Jones. Inside, misses. It's going to be Philadelphia basketball.
Philadelphia continues to dominate the action, both on the offensive board and also in terms of alertness routes. They simply have much more intensity out there.
Jay, whistle. Foul's going to be on third. That is his fourth. There's 1:16 left to go, third quarter. Lionel Hollins played on that World Championship team at Portland, and they beat Philadelphia. They came from behind. That was wrong. He's going to be, I think, very valuable to them. How far they might go in this playoff. A real key for him.
What I like about him is he's awfully cocky or confident. He really takes that dribble into the pack, exposes the ball, and doesn't seem to be concerned about it. And he doesn't, in fact, lose it too often. Now, sometimes it looks like he's gambling, but the point is that kind of confidence that helps to win championships.
Jay has 3 for 2, so he'll have 2 more. 85-70, 15-point Philadelphia lead.
I'll tell you, for you basketball fans out there, you may be seeing the best forward that's ever played this game up to now, and he has demonstrated that this year. So far in this series, he has been a dominant force.
86-70, that matches the biggest lead of the night for Philadelphia, 16 points with 1:10 left to go, third quarter. Henderson can't find anybody open, has to throw it to Max, and Mix gives Maxwell there. He really fouls him. Mix is playing a little Russian basketball right now.
Mix is the resident hatchet man for Philadelphia. He's pretty effective, good shooter, and I respect his hustle, but he doesn't really care what damage he does when he works on D.
Bird ran by the table as Carr replaced him, just kind of shaking his head.
Well, he knows it's not happening, and frankly, it's not happening because of the intensity level. We really expected, as we said at the top of the show, with the Celtics being in this kind of do-or-die position, for them to come out, and be the intense team, the alert team. But that has not been the case. Philadelphia has played what seems to me, from beginning to where we are now, their best game so far overall.
Max with 15 points, 86-72, a minute to go, third quarter. Caldwell Jones will bring it up. Carr on Jay, and you'll remember their battle the other night. Cowens loses it on the floor. Henderson trying to battle for it. Carr takes it. Carr will slam it. Good job by M.L. Carr. 86-74 with 33 seconds to go in the quarter. Well, Carr wanted the basketball more than anyone else.
Good alert play there by M.L. Got the fans' attention. They booed dunks by the other team, right? They only like dunks when the guys in the white shirts are doing it.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Double team on Mix. They'll go with the turnaround. Cowens gets the rebound. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Carr can pull up for the pop. Misses it. Loose ball underneath. Maxwell and Carr battling, and it's going to be Boston basketball with 4 seconds to go in the quarter.
Kind of a bad shot there by ML. They could have used that hoop, and he elected to take the outside shot. They looked like they had almost a 4-on-2 there. I think he probably could have taken it in and looked for a little better shot at it.
Garrettson talking to Henderson and Bibby. Looks like it's they're battling to get in line for free ice cream or something. Henderson, the ball's knocked out by Bibby. Second expires off the clock, so it'll be 3 seconds now. 86-74, 12-point Philadelphia lead. Carr, the leaner inside off the side of the backboard, and that'll do it. After 3 quarters of play from the Spectrum of Philadelphia, the Sixers lead the Celtics 86-74. 10 of 21 turnovers, Philadelphia 12. Boston just 8, so they got the turnover problem corrected. And rebounding Philadelphia 36-30. Carr, Henderson, Ford, Cowens, and Maxwell for the Celtics, with Caldwell, Jones, Cheeks, Erving, Mix, and Bibby for the Sixers. Carr on Jay. Misses it. David keeps it alive outside, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Philadelphia basketball right in front of our broadcast position.
Got to give him one shot here. David tipped it. I don't think he had a choice, really, but it's a break for Philadelphia.
Well, good play by Carr, but Jay is able to pick it up. Cheeks to Mix with Maxwell on him. Missed, and Carr loses it out of bounds.
Well, it was a good hustling play. Bill Fitch jumps up and pats ML on the butt. He tried to do 2 things. He tried to box Jay and get him out of the play, and also get a hand on the ball.
Well, Philadelphia took a timeout when they couldn't get the ball in on the inbounds play. Sixers lead at 86-74. Bibby's in there. Ford blocks it out of bounds, so now 4 pretty good defensive plays by the Celtics.
Exactly, and 4 times Philadelphia's gotten it back. So the breaks continue to go against the Celtics, and in this case, they have hustled well, and they've produced some bad shots with their good defense, but Philly's gotten it back.
Cheek throws it up, Mix knocks it away from Cowens. Good play by Steve Mix.
Good hustling play. Hung in, just came in between. Dave had a good grip on it too, but came between his hands and just knocked it out.
So 5 good defensive plays, and Philadelphia still has the ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Mix. 4 seconds. Henderson going for the steal. 1 second on the shot clock. He misses it. And Philadelphia gets it back again.
Do you believe this? Incredible. And I'll tell you, in this case, it is not the Celtics' fault. They haven't played well for 3 quarters, but that exchange there, they're hustling, they're playing a good D, they're reacting to the board. The bounces are going the other way.
Bibby finally misses, and the Celtics get it. Gerald Henderson pushes it up to Chris Ford. Ford will take the lane and misses the layup. Carr the rebound. ML up and misses. Maxwell battling Caldwell Jones. Gerald Henderson keeps it alive. Ford battling Erving. Loose ball foul called on Chris Ford.
Oh, wow. Chris is upset on that one, and I don't blame him. Take a look. I'll tell you, both players just fighting. This again, I think those shot blockers have got those drivers thinking, because they're all releasing that ball a little too quickly. They're not taking it all the way to the basket. Watch this. They just fight for the ball. Yeah, that's a tough play to call a foul on.
86-74. No score here yet so far. Now another whistle outside. It's going to be on Ford. So on Chris, that is his 4th, 2nd team foul. Jay in the lane, working on Carr. Little flipper. Won't go. Jay keeps it alive. Caldwell Jones has it. Throws up a shot. Won't go. Still knocked outside right in front of us here. And it's going to be Boston basketball.
I'll tell you, David continues to reach for the rebound instead of going up with both hands, and that also is a sign generally of fatigue in a rebounder.
9:45, no points have been scored yet. Maxwell has it knocked out of bounds, and ML Carr and Gerald Henderson having a couple of words with each other. No one scored any points yet in the fourth quarter. Cowens inside, working on Caldwell Jones, left-handed inside. We'll go Carr with the power offensive board and in. What a job by ML Carr. 10-point Philadelphia lead, 86-76.
Boy, that's the way to go to that offensive board. The Celtics have picked up their intensity now. Here in the fourth quarter, so hang around, folks. Don't go away. Only 10.
Bobby Jones on top, looking low. Jones will take the top. And now Maurice cheats with another rebound. 6 rebounds tonight.
Bobby Jones and Chris Ford going at it.
This is going to get real physical before this thing gets over because Dr. Duncanstein is getting ready to check in. Jay from outside on top. No good. And Maxwell comes up with it.
Good defensive play by ML. Forced an off-balance 4% shot by Jay, which is unusual for him.
Tiny getting ready to check in. 8:42 to go. Fourth quarter. Carr from way outside. And hits! ML Carr with 2 hoops. And it's 86-78. Celtics have got it down to an 8.
Oh, boy. We needed that.
Bibby and Ford hit the deck. Foul is going to be on Chris Ford, his 5th. And Bibby might be hurt just a little bit.
Take a look. No question about this call. Bibby with a head of steam, just trying to get back into the play, just wipes him out. 13 foul on the Celtics. The Celtics are digging themselves a hole in that department. 3 team fouls and none on Philadelphia. 8:29 left, so they could get in trouble.
Dawkins in there now. Jay is out. Well, knocked out of bounds. So Dawkins comes in for Erving, which is interesting move. So you got the 2 big guys in there, Dawkins and Caldwell Jones. Bobby Jones covered by Maxwell, and Bibby will try to set things up on top. Chris Ford with 5 fouls, 3 team fouls. There was a turnover, it looked like right there. Bibby, the turnaround shot. Won't go. Caldwell Jones, the offensive board. Misses. Bibby gets it, gives it to Caldwell Jones, and in.
Philadelphia just starting to do devastating damage on that offensive board.
Only the 2nd bucket of the night for Caldwell Jones. He has 4 points. Carr will take a baseline. The following shot misses. Dawkins battling underneath. Carr with it again. Tries to put it up. Misses it. Tips it back. Inside. Another shot. Won't go. Maxwell. And in. And it counts.
ML and Maxwell.
Chris Ford and Bill Dawkins.
Dawkins wants to go at it. I don't know really who he wants to go at it with, however. I think ML and he kind of bumped heads because ML is holding his forehead. Let's take a peek. There's the ML move to the basket. Slight deflection. Maxwell with the good position inside. Finally runs it home. We'll see Chris Ford's reaction. Henderson in the Ford.
Foul is on Dawkins. That is his 5th. Maxwell and Carr psyched up. They're getting into this thing.
The entire team is, but unfortunately, it's coming a little late. We needed that coming out of the box. But hey, they can still make it happen.
Henderson is checked in for Chris Ford. So you've got Cowens, Maxwell, Carr, Henderson, and Tiny. Dawkins goes out with 5 fouls. Erving is in. Maxwell at the line trying to complete a 3-point play. 88-81, 7-point lead for Philadelphia, full court pressure.
That's the problem. Normally the Celtics would apply full court pressure to get back into a game like this, but they really don't have the speed and quickness against this team to do it effectively. Foul on, is it Cowens?
Yes, it is. That is his first.
The fourth team foul, however, we talked about that a moment ago. The next penalty Philadelphia. Yeah, the further they extend against the team like Philly, the more vulnerable they become because it opens up again that speed and quickness advantage.
Cheeks has it knocked loose by Archibald. Bobby Jones from outside off the glass.
Oh boy, pure unadulterated luck. Maxwell did a good job, forced a bad shot, and went in off the backboard.
The second field goal of the quarter. Tiny, the double team on him, puts it back in the corner. Carr step back at the three-point line. Cowens is pushed out. Cowens is stabbing now. We're going to call it jump ball.
Oh, I'll tell you, they are really starting to bang under that backboard. The action is getting a little bit heavy. A little early to look for that three-pointer. Lionel has a lot of confidence in his outside shot, but they still should be taking it in there because they've got to pick up some Philadelphia fouls.
90-81. Larry Bird gets ready to check in with 6:59 left to go. And Cedric Maxwell will come out.
Good job by Max tonight.
Max with 18 points. Caldwell, Jones, and Cowens to jump it. Erving gets it. Bird on Bobby Jones, Carr on Erving. Jay pull-up off the glass. Hit it out. Garrettson calls the foul from the other side. Rush was right next to him. Foul is on NL. That is his third. And that puts the Celtics over the limit with 6:43 left to go in the game.
Jay went down and thought about it again off the ML foul. ML kind of sauntered over to him, waiting to get a reaction. I'll tell you, ML is juiced up. He wants a piece of somebody tonight.
Erving will have two more. Well, I got to tell you, Jay is a super player, and he's one of the nice people in the game. But I think sometimes when a person, gets that status of superstar, there's supposed to be a respect that goes along with it. You get a banger like ML Carr to get you, and he's there to play. That's his brand of game, and it's hard maybe for an Erving to accept that.
And now isn't too concerned with reputation, I'll tell you.
92-81.
He is a tough kid. And he gives it to you on both ends, which is what basketball is all about.
Carr in the lane. Whistle outside is going to be on Dr. J. That's his third. And that'll be the second team foul. 6:30 left. Celtics trail by 11. Cowens. He's not taking that outside shot at all tonight. Tiny looking in. Jones is battling Bird. Cowens is open. Caldwell, Jones the rebound. Look at this. Erving trying to go off a pick from Bobby Jones. Cheeks will take the shot. Bird the rebound. Bench is saying, push it up, Tiny. Knocked out of bounds by Cheeks. It'll be Philadelphia basketball off Archibald.
Well, again, the momentum seems to have changed. Give Philadelphia the credit because they're alert. Their defense is better than we've seen them play all year long in this series, and especially in this game. They've done a good job on the backboard. Celtics out-rebounded them in the third game. I don't think that'll be the case in this game.
Erving wide open. Cowens battling Bobby Jones, and it's going to be a loose ball foul on Bobby Jones, his fifth. This is I've ever seen Bobby Jones.
Absolutely. Although he's never a pussycat out there. He stepped in front of a 6'11" Russian for me a few years ago, and the Russian put him up into the third balcony, but he came back for more. He's a gutsy kid.
5:28 left to go in this game. Boy, Jones is doing some kind of job on Bird. Bird looking inside to Cowens, knocked loose. Philadelphia comes up with it.
Now again, a red defense, quickness. Comes up with the steal for Philadelphia.
Just over 5 minutes to go. Not much scoring at all in this fourth quarter.
It's really gotten physical, so the finesse has gone out of the game.
Cowens to Tiny. Bird on the wing. Underneath the Carr. Carr still with it. Caldwell Jones up on him. And ML Carr gets the move.
Good job, ML. He squeezed it out, got it over. The big guy's out 13. Hung in there tough on that. After missing the layup, he went up, got his own rebound, and then slid it through somehow.
Celtics have outscored Philly 9-6 in this quarter with 4:27 left to go. Bibby underneath. Couple bodies on the floor. Erving.
Oh boy, is it getting physical. The officials better start blowing a little bit.
Bird battling for the rebound. Bibby has it. Steps out of bounds. It'll be Celtics basketball.
Well, that's the same play we had earlier in the series in Boston, except in reverse. They've got to call either foul on that play or a violation. The man stepped out, there was contact, but they chose not to call a foul, so it's Celtic ball.
Ford checks in for Henderson. Just over 4 minutes left to go, 92-83. Cowens on a high post, looking for Tiny. Finds him. Back to David. David with the running backhand. It's ripped. They're going to call goaltending. David looks like he might have hurt himself. Looks like he got tripped from outside. They're going to call a foul on Bobby Jones. No.
It was not intentional, but I'll tell you, Jones reaches in to try to help Caldwell Jones. On the Cowens penetration, you can see him gripping his left knee there. He's got a little pain.
That's his sixth foul on Jones, so he is out with 3:56, and Cowens will go to the line to shoot two.
That evens up the penalty situation. Both teams now shooting penalty.
Up to the field team called goaltending, but we're saying that the foul was outside, and it was a foul on the shot. Cowens with 7 points. David has only averaged 10 points a game in the playoffs. Way below a seasonal average of 16-17.
Well, this team normally gives them the outside shot. In this series, they didn't do that. They sent the big man out. A little change, and it affects your thinking. When you're used to getting it uncontested, all of a sudden, you've got somebody out there with you.
92-85. Hollins with it. Pulls up at the line with the shot. Air ball. Dawkins throws it back out and saves it. Hollins once again misses. Shea with the rebound. Up. Bird battling Caldwell Jones. Bird gets it. No call. Bird gets the rebound. 3:25 to go. ML Carr with it. Lob inside. Cowens has it. David puts it up and in. Good job. 92-87. A 5-point game, and Philadelphia wants a timeout. 3:12 left to go as you watch a real battle with Cowens underneath.
Effect of the shooting for both teams.
Archibald, Ford, Bird, Carr, Cowens, Dawkins, Hollins, Cheeks, Erving, and Caldwell Jones. Caldwell with 4 fouls, Dawkins with 5. Bobby Jones is fouled out of the game. Chris Ford has 5 fouls for the Celtics. Celtics are over the limit already. One more, and so will Philadelphia.
Well, it's up to guts it out with the D here. They don't have any choice. They have to extend, and they have to be aggressive. They can't let Philadelphia run the clock out if they can.
Cowens gets the deflection off the J pass, and here comes Tiny.
Get a good one, Tiny. Tiny setting up.
There's Bird. He's wide open. In and out. Whistle underneath. Foul's going to be on Dave Cowens. Bird has not scored in the fourth quarter.
You've got to let it hang out now. Obviously, you can't be cautious, especially under the boards. You just got to play a house under there and gamble that they're going to let the boys play, which they have pretty much out there this second half here. Dawkins, not a good free-throw shooter. However, he's 2 for 2 tonight.
60% from the line in the playoffs. 94-87, 7-point lead with 2:43 to go. Tiny driving. No call, and Cheeks comes up with it.
Not a good play. Again, just the penetration and throwing the ball up with kind of a flare on it. But I think the explanation simply is that the shot blockers have got the solid penetrators thinking about it.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Erving at 3-point land. They go to the top of the circle. Jay is 0 for 6 in the quarter. Tiny's pushing it up. The Bird shoots the Carr. This is a Tiny gets it back. Tiny in a lot of traffic. Throws it up and in.
Tiny jumped in. Created a lot of contact. Didn't get the foul. Nice play by Tiny.
Oh, Dawkins just stepped out that time with a pick on Ford. Trying to do it again. He's setting the pick, but then what he's doing is sticking his shoulder out.
He's headhunting out there, and a guy like him can do a lot of damage.
Hollins misses Bird. The outlet pass to Ford. They got a 3-on-1. Chris misses it. And Cheeks gets the rebound. Foul underneath. He's going to be on Archibald. Big play right there.
Well, Hollins, Cheeks, played, watch him, he plays it pretty cute. He doesn't commit, he keeps sliding, he reaches in there. No foul is called on the reach in. Ford protected the ball, but evidently it affected him enough where he could not finish off the play.
94-89 with 1:29 to go, and Cheeks will go to the line. Cheeks has but 4 points tonight. This is the first one that I've done more. Second round draft pick last year out of West Texas State. Makes it a 6-point game. With less than 90 seconds to go.
Well, they got to start thinking about 3 points now, so Bird slides out to the corner.
Inside the Carr, Dawkins on him. Push underneath. Foul's going to be on Erving. That is his fourth, and that puts the Sixers over the limit. Carr will go to the line.
117. If he makes these two their downfall, they'll have to extend. They'll have to look for the double up. Got to gamble. And then they have to bring it down quickly. They cannot set up the play. Big miss there. I'll bring it down to 5 instead of 4.
Carr shot 85% from the line. He gets the second one. 95-90 with 1:17 left to go. This has been a physical, defensive fourth quarter of basketball. Hollins pushing it up to Erving, and Jay wisely drops it back outside. They'll use up that clock. 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Isolating Cheeks on top so they can't double team him.
Foul's going to be on Archibald, and that's Tiny's fifth.
Well, once again, Rod, we probably will not see either team reach the century mark.
Shooting 3 for 2, Cheeks drops the first one home. Biggest lead of the night, 16 points by Philadelphia. The Celtics have now led since early in the game, and the Celtics want a timeout with 58 seconds left to go. The Sixers lead at 97-90. Scored them 16-11.
if Boston had played, obviously the first three quarters the way they have this quarter, just in terms of intensity, you know, we'd have a different score here. And we'd have the Celtics coming out of here with a win. As it is, they're still breathing and alive, but I'll tell you, the clock is running out. The defense has got to do it, bring them back in. They've got to come up with some steals, and they've got to go either for the quick three-pointer or else take it into the basket. They cannot afford to waste any time.
Bird is down low with Caldwell Jones on him. Murray loses the basketball. Hollins comes up with it.
And that should about wrap it up and give the Sixers a 3-1 advantage in this series, which is going to be very difficult to overcome.
Blocked underneath, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia basketball with 32 seconds left to go. Game 5 Sunday in Boston. Five seconds on the shot clock. Hollins puts it up, misses, but he's fouled. That's going to be on 4. That'll be Chris's 6th.
Good move by Hollins. Hesitation. He had to step on court. He could have brought it in, but he chose to put the brakes on and wait for the fourth contact, which he eventually got. 6th foul on court.
.97-90, 27 seconds left to go. Now Philly could crack the century mark. And Bill Fish wants a timeout. Down by 9 with 27 seconds to go. We'll be back right after this.
They're still alive. They can still do it. They've displayed tremendous resiliency and the ability to come back from all sorts of challenges all season long and get the job done.
Cowens from three-point land. Bird paddling underneath. He's got it. Puts it up. Off the glass. Won't go. And Cheeks comes away with it. And he's fouled in the backcourt by Archibald with 11 seconds left. Tiny, that's his 6th, so he's gone.
However, it's going to be a difficult job. This team is playing well. Philadelphia deserves a great deal of credit, especially for their performance in this game tonight, because they figured to be the team that came out perhaps a little flat after a fine win in the third game and playing here at home, perhaps with a tendency to let down a little bit. And obviously the Celtics, after being stung in that first game here in Philly, figured to come out looking for Bear, and it was just the reverse. There's the century mark broken for the first time in this series.
The Sixers have hit the 2 field goals. Erving and Carr down in the corner, and Erving just walking away from it. ML going for the foul. Bibby and Carr having a couple words.
ML just laughing at him.
Now ML's
going back, yeah. He better take some of his friends with him. Now he's calling Bibby back.
Jay will go to the line with 29 points. 5 seconds left. Make it 30 for the Doc. Another fine effort. He had 27 after 3 quarters. This is that, but he'll have one more. So the Philadelphia 76ers will go to Boston on Sunday with a 3-1 lead. As the fireworks go off in this best of 7 Eastern Conference Championship Series, and if the 6th game is necessary, our next telecast will be Wednesday, April 30th, when the Celtics play the 76ers at the Spectrum. advertiser of tonight's game has been Miller High Life. If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Buy your local New England Volkswagen dealer. You can test drive the 1980 Gas Rabbit. Buy your local McDonald's restaurant. Stop by for a delicious quarter pounder sandwich. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Why Stop and Shop? Honest values are what we're all about. And by the most convenient bank for people who work in Boston, the First National Bank of Boston, the bank at work. Tonight's game was produced by Fred Witt, directed by Frank Cedric. Our associate director is Bob Gately. Production assistance is provided by the Hughes Television Network. Once again, the final score of the Sixers 102, the Celtics 90. This is Roger Schweiber and Bob Cousy saying goodnight from